Hey everyone, this is MissMalini and I'm super excited about this episode of the Actors Circle because one of my favorite humans and super talented Karishma Tanna is on the set with me today.
Thank you, Malini, for the lovely introduction. Woohoo!
And I love telling everyone this is that we don't have a soundtrack of applause, we have a live audience.
Woohoo!
So clap for you!
I love it.
So one of the things that I love about my job is that I get to have conversations with such incredible talents like yourself. And I know there's so many aspiring content creators and actors who want to be sitting in this chair or maybe this chair and doing what I do and what you do. So why don't we get them closer to us? So that's the goal of this show. And of course, I'm sure everyone here, raise your hand if you've seen Scoop.
You better.
Yeah.
Everybody.
We absolutely loved it.
Thank
and I
you.
remember we were both in Goa and we watched it on the plane on the way back.
Correct.
And it was stunning because everyone was so tired, but it was like, we must see what happens next episode after episode.
I remember I was so excited to tell everybody, please watch Scoop. It's
we even
just
tried
really-
to have a screening in Goa, but
Exactly.
then that whole TV thing didn't work.
Didn't
But
work.
it was absolutely incredible. And Karishma, today what we really want to do is learn about your journey, hear about your excitement about Scoop, and let's help unpack the process of becoming an actor. So first of all, Karishma ma'am, how are you feeling after absolutely crushing it?
Over the moon.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, frankly, Malini, I had no idea that Scoop is gonna do so well.
Really?
Like I knew when I read the script, when I got the part, I knew that it's
Something special.
Yeah, it's very special.
Yeah.
It's a women-centric, a female protagonist,
Yeah.
and a live, real story. So I was very excited to do this part because it had a lot of layers to play.
Yeah.
You know, it had a newsroom. Acting, then you are like a mother, you know, like a typical middle class girl, and then how she has aspirations and how she's hungry for work and how she's a hustler, and then how that traits of her land up in jail.
And and I resonated with so much of it because, as reporters, you have your covries and you have your sources and you have to do all the running around. And a lot of times it's a big war between who's going to get the scoop and all of this happens. But you said it so accurately. What I loved is all the layers to your character. When you're in Kashmir with your family and you're looking after your son and you're falling in love, you have all of that. But then you have the Abhi main chamber kya urke pahunchu, which has all happened to us as well.
Exactly.
But I love the fact that you are pretty much in every frame. You are in almost every frame of this show, and I think that deserves a round of applause because we have finally come such a long way. The reason why we all turned to OTT suddenly is when we saw Sacred Games, when we saw Saif Ali Khan doing this. I have to say, I think you have done something very similar to that.
Thank you.
Holding a show on your own is not easy.
Yes.
So for all the aspiring actors out there, what's the secret to doing that? There's so much pressure if you know the show is about you and you alone.
Yes. So when I got it and when I was reading the script, I'm like, will I be able to do this? I was nervous. I was literally shivering reading all the scenes because it's like a big responsibility. At the same time, sense of pride that I have got this role, you know, on my own merits. You know, Hansal Mehta sir had this confidence that he went against all the odds. A lot of people did say no for me, by the way, because TV actor hai, too much exposed hai, and we get to hear a lot of all of this. And somewhere when I'd given the audition, I was like, okay. Then I got to know that I'm shortlisted. I still didn't get my hopes high. I'm like, theek hai, shortlist ke baad bhi na hota hai. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. And then when I finally got the role, I was shocked. I'm like, excuse me, what?
Wow.
You know, it was like that. And then Hansal sir had so much confidence that, you know what, everybody said no, but I had the confidence, and he has this instinct that ye kaam karega. You know, this Karishma, if I give this role to her, it'll just work. And I mean, I have no words to thank him that he had so much confidence and he had so much faith in me that I would do this part.
But you said something so important. You said, when you're flipping through the pages, you're like, you have that self-doubt, like, can I do this? And I think that's something that we all struggle with, you know? So how do you combat that? Because so many times we are our own worst enemy when it comes to taking something up.
Totally.
Because we overthink, the other person is going to judge us, nahi ho paega, how will I remember the lines? So how did you beat that?
You know, in tight situation, if someone puts you in a box, I mean, especially for an actor, if a director says, nahi, aisa hi karna hai, and you have to do it like this, and this is the mood I want, and this is where the comma I want, I can't do it. In pressure, I can't act. Nobody can perform because we are in front of the camera. You just have to say action. And there are so many people looking at you that ye shot theek karegi, then move on to the second scene. They don't care how you're performing. You know, I'm talking about behind the camera.
Yeah, because they have so much else they have to do.
They have a lot of things. So you are there, everybody, like everybody's looking at me right now. It's like that. But I'm performing, I'm remembering the lines, I have to get my mood, tone, everything right. That I would give the credit to Hansal sir because he just lets you breathe as an actor.
You know what I really loved about your character is, well, again, there's so many layers and it's a really refreshing sort of character to play, right? Because she's very, you know, daughter of the soil. She like rattles off in Marathi and all of that.
Yeah.
So how comfortable were you playing her? I mean, I feel like she seemed a little bit like you,
yeah,
you know, to be honest, you know.
For some reason, uncanny, but it was, when I read the scenes, I was like, this is me. I talk fast. I'm a hustler. I want to be on the top. I am very ambitious, aspirational, everything. Like whatever the traits Jagruti Pathak had, I have it. You know, so for me, I think it was tailor-made.
I love that, and I think maybe that's what Hansal Mehta saw and captured, and he's like, this is the right
Someone had asked him, I'm like, why? Someone asked him, why Karishma Tanna only? So he's like, when I saw the auditions, some 25, 30 actresses had auditioned, and everybody had personally told him, I want to do the and I'm talking about film actresses, you know. And Hansal sir, I don't know, because when people took his interview, he said that I saw that hunger to show the world that I am an actress, here I am, see my talent, you know, just give me a chance.
I love that. Well, let's give him a round of applause for these opportunities. And what's so heartening about that is to know, you know, that's the big fear everyone has, that, oh, how will I ever break in or break through? There's so many people who are well known. And, you know, this big thing about, oh, if you're a film actor and
nobody wants to take the
doesn't
risk,
want to take the risk.
Nobody wants to take the risk.
But clearly they do. And the other thing that I love, and this is a question that I absolutely, I used to do earlier on MissMalini, I used to do a thing called sexist questions. So this is, I pulled this out from there, okay, just for fun. Doesn't an actress's career end after marriage?
I don't think so now.
Clearly not.
Look at Kareena Kapoor.
Everyone.
Yeah, look at so many actresses.
And I think that's what's so interesting, that's changed as well for you. Did it ever like cross your mind that it's going to change or affect your life once you get married?
Not at all.
And your husband's such a sweetheart, by the way.
You've met him.
I know, first thing I told her, I was like, he's such a sajjan insan. Yes. He really is. Really sweet. But okay, just because it's such a cute love story, you have to tell me how you fell in love. Everybody want to hear the story?
Yes! You know, it is, I don't know, it feels like a dream. It feels like when people say na कि जो होना होता है वो होता है, you know, जब time आता है, it just happens. It just happened that way. I had no expectation. Manish Malhotra, that's the name, by the way. He had just randomly called me and he said, what are you doing on 31st? This is 2020. So I said, actually, I have no plans for 31st. What is your plan? So he's like, I'm going to a friend's house. She'll call you and you come. And I had to anyway go to a friend's house who's closer to that house. And I'm like, chal theek hai na, chale jate hai. And I just went with him. I first went to his house and from there we went to that friend's house. And I was so out of place. I'm like, oh, 31st, what am I doing? You know, I need to be with my friends. But I've just come here out of my comfort zone, chilling. And here I see this tall man standing. And I'm like, oh, he's tall. And he looks at me. And Manish says that, excuse me, can you click our picture, please, to that man? So I'm like, oh, and we're clicking pictures and all that. And he's sweetly clicking pictures, taking pictures and all that.
And he took it in portrait mode,
portrait, master, everything. Manish was like, no, this way and that way. We are all posing. Everything happened. And then after 5 minutes, I went to the bar. I wanted to drink and all that. And it's like, what's your height? So I said, I'm 5'11". I said, what is yours? Because you're really tall. 6'3". This is it. We just had this conversation and after that he just asked me like, what music do you like? You seem a little out of place. And I said, just play this song. By the time he played, I left. I just left because I was not interested in that party because I was out of place. I left and he's like, oh, kisi ne aisa dhoka nahi diya like me. And then there was a common friend and then he exchanged numbers and the next day he messaged me and then we met at Soho House and we went on a date and from then I've always met him every day. It just happened.
I think now it's time to unpack how to get here for all the actors who are out there.
Right.
So I have a bowl here and we're going to pick out some questions that they get to ask you because I get to do this all the time, but now it's your turn. All right?
Pari Kaur. Oh, next to her.
Pari's like, I'm ready with my question.
I am ready.
So, yeah.
Hello, Karishma.
Hi,
Congratulations for your Scoop series. It's amazing. I've seen it. I love it. So my question to you is, like, what keeps you going on those tough days? Like, you know, when everything's bad, but you're on a set, like, what keeps you going?
Actually, music really keeps me going, you know. If I have a bad day or if I'm in a bad mood, I listen to some nice soothing music. Om Namah Shivaya works best for me. If you, same, no?
Same.
Exactly. You know, it just calms me. It just kind of removes all the negativity, and we all have negative thoughts and all that. We all have anxieties. We all have these days where you're like just sucked in, you know, in that black hole. But just listening to good music and playing with my dog just kind of,
I'd agree with that.
just lifts my mood up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's good advice. I also want to know, what is the song you had asked dear hubby now to play that you left before hearing?
Ghungru.
Ghungru, so sweet.
Bollywood.
Love it. All right, next question.
Manveer Kaur.
Hi.
Hi.
Congratulations on Scoop.
Thank you.
So I wanted to ask, what was the most challenging part for you to shoot in the series?
You know, from start to end, because the role demands, everything was very challenging. I had so many dialogues. In newsroom, I had all technical dialogues, you know, informative dialogues, because इस साल में इस आदमी के साथ ये time पे हुआ. So all these, because I'm a crime reporter, I have to be so thorough with my informative.
And you have to sound like it's easily rattled off.
It's like second, you know, nature to me. So that was difficult, but emotionally challenging was jail. You know, when they frisk me in the jail, you know, it was very emotionally draining, because Hansal sir wanted to go linear wise, the way it is written in the script. He wanted me to feel naked and vulnerable and broken from inside, that you are stripped. You know, your full soul has been stripped. So that was very challenging for me.
That sounds really rough. So how do you recover from going through those emotions in a work?
I really took time. I took 1-2 hours to just, you know, get out of it, and then I switched off.
Not easy.
Yeah.
All right, next question.
Next.
See, I love aspiring creators and actors. They have such good questions.
Yeah, very good question.
Good, you're doing my job. I can chill.
Fizal Nishar.
Hi, so I just wanted to ask, like, which was the best part of this whole series, like you had shot, which was memorable for you?
The scene, you mean?
Yeah, scene.
Memorable, I would say, if you've seen the show,
I've
seen it.
yes.
I have to confirm.
You're so cute.
The part where I am emoting with my Nana, if you remember, in the jail.
Yeah,
you know?
and like I'm also a Gujju girl, so I could relate every scene.
So every time I had scenes with him, I used to just look at his face and cry. You know, I had tears, because I have never seen in my real life, I have never seen my Nana. So I felt that he is my Nana, and any scenes with him were very memorable. You know, everybody on the set used to cry, and they used to like, oh. So I'm like, yeah, okay, memorable, really memorable.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Urmi. Hi, Urmi.
So this is related to way back when you were in Kyuki. I want to know what you liked about that show, like your part. What was the best thing that you like about your part?
The best thing which I liked about my part is to be in Kyunki Saas Bhi Kabhi Bahu Thi. It is a legendary show. You know, I used to be watching with my entire family that show, and then when I get a call to play that show, you know, in the part, and it was like a jump, 20 years leap, if you remember, and the new cast comes in and all that, and my first audition was with Tulsi.
Wow.
And I'm like, I might just faint. And acting ka kuch nahi aata tha mujhe, and I used to fumble, and then she used to like kind of pacify me. She like, just do it. That Gujarati thing helped also. She used to talk in Gujarati and all. I think the entire show was very memorable for me, and I will never, till now, sometimes people say that, oh, you're Indu from Kyunki, you know.
But that's the iconic thing, you know, because you were in people's living rooms every day.
Yeah.
This is the real influence before influencers came about.
You know, in that show, I realized my journey. I used to travel in train first, then then first class.
Yeah.
Then I got first class because people started recognizing me. In first class also, people started recognizing me. Then I took a small Santro. That was my first, you know, car because of Kyunki. So I'll never forget that show.
How amazing. Actually, I'd love to know. I mean, I don't know exactly how it happened, but what do you give credit for as being that moment when you're like, this is now it, I've made it. The struggle continues, but that initial leap has been made.
I think you'll be very surprised. It's this show.
Really?
Yes, you'll be very surprised. Like I always had a name. People knew Karishma Tanna as a brand. You know, will you agree with me?
Of
or no?
course.
Thank you. But acting is this show where I can showcase my acting talent. Full range, you know, like from emotion to ambitious to everything.
Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Awesome. Do you want to take another question?
Yashika Lodha. Oh, come on, Yashika.
The best thing about Guchus.
I think, you know, the moment the camera used to just cut and the shot used to cut, we used to start talking in Gujarati because sir is Gujarati, I am Gujarati, my nana is Gujarati, my mama is Gujarati, my mother is, everybody is Gujarati there. My son is in real life is also Gujarati.
You know, my beagle is Gujarati. He was born in Gujarat. Next time, please invite him.
So I think the best part was just on camera and off camera. We were just chilling, you know, Gujarati. It was like a holiday.
That's
so it was a lot of fun there.
I love that. Amazing. All right, last question before we spin the wheel.
Achit Garg.
Finally, a boy gets a turn.
There is aspiring actors and creators are here, and lots of competition between them. Even everybody wants कि मैं best रहूँ, मुझे सब notice करे, etc. etc. What one advice would you like to give them कि वो उनको really helpful and motivate?
I think to believe in yourself, you know, I never gave up hope. I never gave up. You know, I am in this industry for so long and I also had my ups and downs. But my mother always taught me that do not lose focus and do not give up hope. Because if you're giving up hope, that means you don't have confidence in yourself. You know, keep that confidence and things will come for you and things will be better for you. There is universe and I know it for sure. So I used to keep telling that too, and that's how you become different from others.
Okay, that is manifestation time ना कि आप जैसा believe करेंगे वैसा ही.
Totally, I totally believe in manifestation. Totally.
Thank
So
you.
just before we start the game segment, what are you manifesting for yourself next after Scoop? What's Karishma doing next?
Actually, you know, Malini, I've never thought about it. I'm just living in this moment, and people have asked me that what next now after this, what will you take? And I have no answer.
I think that you're going to become such a legendary star that everyone here is going to be like, well, I saw her when she did the Scoop interview. And now it's just bigger and better and above that. Now we've come to my favorite part of these conversations. It's game time. This is the actor circle which you get to spin, and it's not just about fun and games, right? All these games are actually going to teach some kind of skill to our audience here, right?
Okay.
And I've just realized how tall Karishma is because I'm in my highest heels and I'm still like, and her husband's even taller, just imagine.
Yeah, imagine.
She's in the frame now from height. Okay, just check. Okay, now you have to very gently spin this because otherwise it goes on forever, and then we'll see what it lands on.
Okay.
And we will play some games, and we have a bowl of names to pick from. Spin away. Let's see what we get.
Please, easy wala, please.
Okay, so you can pick between, since it's in the middle. I'll tell you
Which
what
is
both
easier?
are. So Mime Your Business is charades, but it's a tweak on it. It's auction charades. So you get a certain amount of seconds to act out it.
Yeah,
That.
charades.
Unpopular opinion, you don't want to do, so I won't explain it. Okay.
Charades.
All right, so first pick a name. Let's see who your competitor will be for this.
Nidhi Gunjal.
Nidhi Gunjal. It's her birthday today too. Come on,
Oh,
Nidhi.
happy birthday!
Come on up. Come up, come up, come up. Okay, so the way this works is we are going to show you both a movie. Nobody in the audience knows what this movie is, okay? Okay, now this is the movie, okay? Now, you have to say, this is an auction now, so you can say, stop cheating already. So you say 60 seconds. Can you do it in less than 60 seconds? How many? It's an auction. Say 50, 40, how many?
59.
Can you do it in less than 59?
50.
50. Less than 50?
45.
40.
Ooh. Less than 40?
39.
35.
Oh.
35.
All right, so you get to go first. That means you have 35 seconds and you can either act out an iconic moment from the film or act it out as normal charades. If you don't guess it in 35, then Nidhi gets 35 seconds. Okay. You guys, are you ready? Are you starting the clock? Yes. All right. And your... Yes. Okay, ready guys? Okay, don't say anything and your time starts now.
5 words. First, second. Love. Pyar. Mohabbat. Love.
How long was that? 25 seconds. But thank you so much, Nidhi. Thank you for playing. Thank you so much. Amazing.
No, you can sit. Yeah.
Such honesty. Okay, this is a really simple one where you just have to tell the truth.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And there aren't even any dares, so it's not like if you don't want to tell the answer that's an option.
Okay.
This is actually an interrogation-like scoop. You can read out the question yourself.
Name your childhood celebrity actor crush. Salman Khan. In Maine Pyar Kiya. Oh my god.
Oh my god, of course.
Name one actor you're envious of and why.
Ooh.
You know, actually, nobody will believe, but I'm not envious. But because I have the same height and personality, people generally say that, you know, aap to Deepika Padukone jaisi lagti ho. And then sometimes I feel that wish I had the same kind of career
Trajectory. But you're getting there.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
I love it. Well,
Yeah.
that's true. That's a good thing to have in common with someone, by the way. I love it. Accidentally.
Unpopular.
Okay. So we'll see if you want to try this. So unpopular opinion, basically when the audience came in, they decided to write down something that is an unpopular opinion. Now very often what happens as an actor, you have to behave or support something that you may not personally necessarily believe, but you have to be convincing about it, right?
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah, of course.
So there are some unpopular opinions where you're going to have to take the stand of this unpopular opinion, and then we will get someone from the audience to argue the opposite.
Yashika Rathi.
Come on up, Yashika.
Come, let's debate.
Let's out debate kare. All right.
Aao, behan aao.
Let's see what is the unpopular opinion you get.
Snapchat's dog filter should have stayed.
Amazing. So now you have to very convincingly in 30 seconds tell us why you believe this. And in 30 seconds you have to argue against it, that you think it's great that the Snapchat dog filter is gone. Would you like to begin?
Yeah, of course. Dog filter should be there because it's cute. I love dogs and I'm very sure a lot of people love dogs. Do you agree with me? Yeah, na? So see, there you go. Oh, I have to keep continuing.
30 seconds. Or if you think you've convinced them,
yeah, I think I've convinced everybody because A, it's cute. We look nice. And it's not that stupid Barbie doll filters, you know, which everybody uses and it looks very fake to me. You know, you get to know that, array, filtered hair, this is not real. But at least if you have a dog's face, you look cute. Correct? Agree with me? I think I'm done.
Well done. All right, Yashika, why should the Snapchat dog filter not be
I think she's given up because mine is cute.
Yeah, actually I agree with her.
Well done. The debate has been
When
won.
I started Snapchat, I used this filter a lot because it was looking cute on me.
There you go. Well, I guess everybody wins, so they both win then. All right, thank you so much. I love that. Debate aise karo that you get convinced, the opponent also gets convinced. Amazing. Or you can just pick which one you want to do. Oh, in real life. Perfect. Which means now you're going to pick some names to make some reels with us. Shivangi.
Jalpa Puri.
Kesar Jain. Sorry.
Yeah. Kesar Jain.
All right.
Piyali Toshniwal.
All right. You got 2, 3.
Yes,
you have to take one
2.
more. Yeah.
And Shashank Rai. Finally.
Come on. Come on up.
Shashank.
Are somebody as tall as you, I think?
Yeah. How
What's
tall
your
are you?
height?
That's my husband's height!
Amazing. Now we're going to spin the wheel one more time. Oh my God, I can't believe we got this. Okay, this one's amazing. So this, we are very proud that we invented this game. Now, I'm sure as an actor, you've always had to do various press conferences, right?
course.
Where you have to go and talk to the press. So today, and because of Scoop, and for other reasons that will be soon revealed, the way guest conference works is that you are giving a press conference, but you don't know who you are yet. The audience, which is full of Jagrutis, who are your crime or otherwise entertainment reporters, are going to ask you questions that will give you clues to figure out who you are.
Oh.
Now, the only clue I can give you is that you are a fictional character from a film. This is who she is. Don't say it out loud. Don't tweet it. Don't Instagram it yet. So please enter as if you are entering your press conference. Are we ready, folks?
Yeah.
All
I'm
right.
a fictional character.
You are a fictional character from a movie. All right.
Okay.
Come.
Thank you, Malini. How are
All right,
you?
press, settle down. Okay,
Hello,
thank you so
everyone.
much. It's very kind of you to join us today. Okay, we'll take some questions. Please raise your hand. Tell us what publication you're from.
क्या आप पहले भी इतनी खूबसूरत थी?
You can also answer this question.
हाँ, मैं पहले से ही खूबसूरत थी. मैं तो born खूबसूरत हूँ.
Anybody else have a question? Raise your hand, please.
खूबसूरत.
Yes.
क्या आपके पराठे सबने खा लिए या पैक कर दें?
पराठे सबने खा लिए. हाँ,
पैक
खा
कर
लिए
दें.
हैं पराठे.
Any other questions?
पराठे.
Yes, in the back. Please give her the microphone.
कौन है बताऊँ?
Tell us your name.
Hi, I'm Neha, and I'm gonna say the dialogue actually. Just give me a second, please.
please. Give me also a
Rest भी
second.
कांप चुकी है.
I'm also taking a second to understand.
अगर मैं तुम्हारे साथ 1 मिनट और खड़ी रही तो मुझे तुम्हें प्यार.
But what character? What movie?
ये जवानी है दीवानी.
Yes. Can I have this plate? And for this wonderful performance in all of our games, you win some goodies from
I love
us.
goodies. Yay.
Don't you think Karishma did a fabulous job?
Thank you. Love it, love it.
One piece of advice for all the aspiring creators and actors here. You know, you've had a how many year long journey? 15 years?
18 years.
18 years in the industry. Still looks fresh as a daisy, still has so much love and empathy, and she's still soft. She's not rough around the edges. What is your advice? Something that you wish you could go back and tell yourself 18 years ago?
You know, I would give credit to my family because the way they've kept me grounded. You know, being in this industry, when I was 17, I started my career and I was already decently successful at 19. I still didn't have the attitude, you know, I didn't have that air that people know me. I had that grounding. I had this mind which was to the ground that, you know, don't fly too high. You know, it's all temporary. It's all a fictional world. So just believe in yourself. Always be very respectful towards your family. That's very, very important. And I believe I hardly go to the temple because I believe your day starts with your family. You know, if you touch your mom's feet, that's, I think, touching God's feet. So I totally believe in that. Just be positive, focus, never lose hope. I'm telling you with my experience, never lose hope. Trust me.
I love that. Hope lives on, and congratulations on all your success, and thank you for making our Actor Circle so special.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned and leave lots of comments, and make sure you follow the Good Creator Lounge so you can be here next time.